Yo, whether you watching from Facebook, Twitter, MoviePilot.com, YouTube, the link in my Instagram. What up, world? So I just saw The Big Short. It stars Christian Bale, Ryan Gosling, Steve Carell, Brad Pitt, Marissa Tomei. It's directed by Adam McKay, who directed like all Will Ferrell best movies, except Old School. He did the Anchorman movies, Talladega Nights, Step Brothers, and he directed this, man. So I'm trying to do this thing where I get more interactive with y'all. So watch this video all the way through to see how you can get a shout out in my Dirty Grandpa review. More or less, this movie is about a lot of real like smart dudes who are kind of weirdos. They notice some deficiencies in some housing reports and some stock market numbers, and they predicted the housing crash and like the Wall Street fallout that happened in the 2000s, like 8-10 years ago. And this is a good movie. I enjoyed what I saw. A lot of the housing terminology I really didn't understand, so it kind of took me out of it. Plus, I was mad tired, so I might not be fairly reviewing this movie. I do want to watch it again. There are like celebrity cameos to an extent that I read were supposed to be different, but I'm cool with what we got. That they try to dumb down some of the terminology that normal people who don't understand housing and banking and stuff is not gonna understand. And the acting was dope. Like Ryan Gosling is to the point where he kills it every time out. Carell played like a real unlikable dude, but his heart was always in the right place. Like he didn't know how to sugarcoat anything. He was always blunt with almost everything he said. And Bale was the same way. Like Bale was this doctor who would spot certain things in financial reports, and he started looking into housing, and all these dudes like are kind of in it to profit for themselves too. And then like Brad Pitt is a weirdo who wants to stay in seclusion and always thinking his phone's getting tapped. And all the performances was dope, and the direction was dope. And there were just like certain things, like I said, probably like how I was feeling at the time that took me out of it. I don't feel like I could completely focus on what was going on, but at the same time, it was because there was a lot of jargon and dialogue that I didn't know what they were talking about. The one thing that I wanted that I didn't get that I kind of expected was a lot more interaction between the four main stars, and we got that with a couple of them. But other than that, it's kind of like four separate stories about these four people who all kind of discover the same thing, but there's no real like I said, two of them interact, but those two don't interact with the other two, and the two that don't interact, you know what I'm saying, they're off in their own thing. And being Christian Bale, Brad Pitt, you want to see them interact. You want to see them interact with Gosling and Carell. They're working their own thing, crunching their own numbers, dealing with their own stuff, and doing their own investigation to see how they can benefit from this before anybody else picks up on it. And I mean, what I got was cool. I wanted different scenarios. I don't want to keep getting repetitive about the same thing. So for right now, I will say, in my opinion, The Big Short is dope. I want to rewatch it when it comes out on DVD and Blu-ray and see if I can get a better understanding for it and hopefully like it a lot more. Because while I think it's a good movie, I'm not sure I see where everybody's getting all the awards talk about it from. But have you seen The Big Short? Did you like The Big Short? If you understand everything that they was talking about, I'm sure you dug it a lot more than I did. I'm trying to do this thing with y'all to get more interactive. So in my past couple reviews, if y'all watch them, I want y'all to guess what place will The Big Short finish at the box office this weekend, and whoever the first one to get it is will get a shout out in my Dirty Grandpa review. And then the cutoff is whenever the numbers get posted on Sunday. So like Sunday afternoon Central Time, that's the cutoff. And tag me in your ticket stubs, man. No matter what you going to see, man. Benghazi, Right Along 2, Norm of the North, The Revenant, Hateful Eight, this, The Big Short, Sister, Star Wars, man. Tag me or whatever, man. I got reviews coming for Dirty Grandpa. I got reviews coming for Kung Fu Panda 3. Maybe Jane Got a Gun. And then eventually we in February. Check out my reviews for the Hateful Eight that recently got posted, for the Revenant that recently got posted. My entire Blu-ray collection update is posted. My most anticipated movies of the year, my favorite movies of last year, it's all recently posted, man. Like, subscribe, comment, find me where y'all find me, man. Peace.